This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Precisely 6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by Lal Malavarachi and read by Sharifa Tahir. Headlines. The Vesak week will be held from today to the 8th of May. The State Vesak Festival is on Thursday in Puttalam. President Ranil Wickremesinghe requests the support of all to reach an agreement to solve the country's long-drawn ethnic issue. All major political parties and workers' organizations celebrated May Day in grand manner. Veteran actor G.R. Pereira passes away. Foreign news, Russia launches second pre-dawn missile attack on Ukraine in 3 days. Sports, Ukraine will boycott World Judo Championships in Qatar. Local news in detail. The government has declared Vesak week from today to the 8th of May with the approval of the President. In accordance with the recommendations of the Chief Incumbent Theras and All-Island Shasana Rakshaka Mandala, the state Vesak celebrations this year will be conducted at the Sri Ratnasiri Piriven Vihara, Kabellavala, Madhampechilo in Puttalam as a joint endeavour of the Public Administration, Home Affairs, Provincial Councils and Local Government Ministry and the Buddha Sasana Religious and Cultural. President Ranil Wickremesinghe will attend the State Vesak Week celebrations there on Thursday. Secretary to the Ministry of Buddha Sasana, Somaratna Vidana Pathirana, said that 6 ancient temple premises in the Puttalam, Kurunagala and Gampaha districts will be declared as sacred places in line with the Vesak Week celebrations. 14 selected Pirivanas in these districts will be provided with sets of valuable Dhamma books. All major political parties and workers' organizations celebrated May Day in a grand manner yesterday. The May Day rally of the United National Party was held at the Sukadadasa Indoor Stadium, Colombo. The theme of this year's May Day rally was a victory by 2048. Taking part in the celebration via online mode, President Ranil Wickremesinghe requested the assistance of all parties to reach an agreement this year to solve the country's long-drawn ethnic issue with the government's commitment to policies that benefit all communities in Sri Lanka. He said that in order to address the issue faced by the Tamil community in the country, it is futile for the Tamil political parties to distance themselves. Furthermore, the President mentioned that he intends to address the ethnic problem in the country while implementing the agreement with the IMF. He said he anticipates reaching a mutually agreeable solution by the end of this year, as it is important to move forward while respecting and protecting the rights of all communities. Addressing the gathering, the chairman of the party, MP Vajra Abeyvardhana, said that the UNP was the political party that faced the highest number of challenges in the island. Ranil Wickremesinghe is a national leader capable of developing the country. Sri Lanka Podujana Perumana celebrated May Day at the Campbell Grounds, Borala. Addressing the gathering, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that he took so many steps to provide concessions to the working class. He further said that SLBC would do its best to correct the mistakes it has made in the past. The Samagi Janabalavage's May Day was celebrated at the A. Gunasinghe Grounds in Colombo. Party leader Sajith Premadasa said that a new agreement will be entered into with the International Monetary Fund under a SJB government instead of the existing agreements. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation giving you the news.
Sri Lanka Insurance, like a father, like a mother.
Continuing with more local stories, May Day rally of the Janata Vimukti Perumana commenced near the Vihara Mahadevi Park in Colombo. Addressing the rally, JVP leader Anura Kumara Dissanayake said that the future of a country completely depends on the bond between the people and the leader of the country. Currently, Sri Lanka is ruled by a party which has been rejected by the majority of people, including the working class. A party with only the people's support can rebuild the country and take it forward. He further said that the majority of the country's working class is now with the JVP, and the JVP has the capacity to rescue the country from the present crisis. Veteran actor G.R. Pereira, who had been ill for some time, passed away yesterday at the age of 83. Galhenage Ratnapala Pereira, born on the 13th of November 1939, has acted in more than 600 television serials with a career spanning over 5 decades. He made his debut appearance in the stage drama Boarding Careo, which won the award for Best Drama in 1961. His maiden television acting role came through the serial Thunkal Senior, directed by Thissa Abesekara. His role, Malakada Bas, in the serial Dudaruo was the turning point of his teledrama career. He has also acted in 6 foreign films, which include 3 Indian, 2 American and 1 German film. He has once won the award for acting in the most number of teledramas at Raigam Teles. His funeral arrangements will be notified later. That's local news for the moment.
Virtual Claim Assistance. Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus launched its newest value-added service, Virtual Claim Assistance, which allows customers to have their vehicle inspected and assessed remotely by a qualified inspector after an incident. This service eliminates the need for customers to attend physical inspection and assures that their work is properly assessed, giving customers peace of mind. Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus, the best from Sri Lanka Insurance.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe has assured the workers that the government is committed to protect the Employees Provident Fund, which was established for the benefit of the working people, and will not allow it to be misused. Issuing a message to mark International Workers' Day yesterday, the President said the working people played a crucial role patiently and courageously supporting the country in stabilizing the economy, and it is important to recognize the significant role that they play in the economic progress of the country. The President stressed that the government is committed to protect the Employees' Provident Fund.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
In Watchlight, the National Building Research Organisation, NBRO, has issued landslide warnings for several areas in Badulla, Kandy and Kagol districts. The NBRO said those areas had received over 75 milliliters of rain during the last 24 hours and that more heavy showers were expected in the coming days. People living in those districts have been asked to remain in alert due to the possibility of landslides, slope failures, rock falls, cutting failures, and ground subsidence. That's on Watchlight. Moving on to world news headlines. Russia launches second pre-dawn missile attack on Ukraine in 3 days. Airstrikes hit Khartoum despite truce in Sudan. Indian police force tells heavy drinking officers to leave. World news in detail. Russia has launched a series of missiles at Ukrainian cities in the second pre-dawn attack in 3 days. Pavlohrad, a logistics hub near the central city of Dnipro, was hit ahead of a much-anticipated counter-offensive by Ukraine. The strike sparked a major fire, destroyed dozens of houses and wounded 34 people. Hours later, the air raid alert sounded across the country, with the capital Kyiv among the targets. Airstrikes have pounded Sudan's capital Khartoum despite truce aimed at allowing civilians to flee. The army said it was attacking the city to flush out its paramilitary rivals, the Rapid Support Forces. The fighting intensified even as the warring sides said they would extend the truce by another 3 days. More than 500 deaths have been reported, with the true number of casualties believed to be much higher. Millions remain trapped in Khartoum. Finally, on world news, officials in the Indian state of Assam are asking about 300 police officers who they deem to have an alcohol problem to quit the force. State Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said heavy drinking had affected their health and they were being asked to retire early. Mr. Sharma had earlier vowed to cut the deadwood out of the police force. Several Assam officers have been suspended for drunken outbursts while on duty, the Times of India reports. Similar programs were being implemented in other states, Mr. Sarma said. That's on World News.
Development News.
Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena says train services will resume from Anuradhapura to Kankesanthare in 2 months. The minister made this statement while observing the progress of the modernization works of the railway line to Omante in Anuradhapura recently. The minister also said that the road will be completely renovated and new sleepers and tracks will be laid to make it a state-of-the-art railway track that can run trains at 100 miles per hour. That's on development news. Moving on to sports news. Ukrainian athletes will boycott this month's World Judo Championships in Qatar over concerns about Russian and Belarusian participation. The International Judo Federation decided to allow athletes from Russia and Belarus to compete as neutrals. The decision will allow judokas from those countries to participate in qualifying for the 2024 Olympic Games. That's on Sports News.
Go ekakthiyana youth ekat life eke change ekat niyamata set wenna as wahagena dakupugina habe karanna youth ekat niyamata set wenna friendship ekamenna.
The all-new NSB Itru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Dubai plays host to the 30th edition of the Arabian Travel Market, which opened yesterday at the World Trade Center. The event featured more than 2,000 exhibitors and representatives from over 150 countries in the travel, tourism and hospitality industries. This year, Sri Lanka boasts of a record 50 firms are present, including many first-time attendees. According to Sri Lanka Tourism Director of Marketing and Business Development, Dushan Veerasurya, the country is targeting the Gulf Arab market with the aim of reaching beyond Dubai to promote Sri Lanka to the region. That's on Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekakthiyana youth ekat life eke change ekat niyamata set wenna as wahagena dakupugina habe karanna youth ekat niyamata set wenna friendship ekamenna.
The all-new NSB Itru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
And on economic news, the trade deficit continued to remain modest in March this year compared to a year ago, though it widened notably compared to February. Workers' remittances and earnings from tourism recorded a notable improvement in March. Meanwhile, the exchange rate appreciated notably in March this year, supported by improved market sentiments towards the finalization of the IMF EFF arrangement and improvements in liquidity conditions in the domestic foreign exchange market driven by policy relaxation allowed by the central bank. Foreign investors have shown an increased appetite for government securities. That's on economic news.
Weather report.
Atmospheric conditions are favorable for evening thunder showers in most parts of the island. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places over most parts of the island after 2 p.m. Heavy showers are above 100 millimeters, likely at some places in the western, Sabargamuwa, central, northwestern and southern provinces. Showers or thunder showers may occur in the western and southern provinces during the morning too. That's the weather update. Before we wind up this bulletin of news, back to the headlines. The Vesak week will be held from today to the 8th of May. The state Vesak festival is on Thursday in Puttalam. President Ranil Wickremesinghe requests the support of all to reach an agreement to solve the country's long-drawn ethnic issue. All major political parties and workers' organizations celebrated May Day in a grand manner. Veteran actor G.R. Pereira passed away. Foreign news, Russia launches second pre-dawn missile attack on Ukraine in 3 days. Sports, Ukraine will boycott World Judo Championships in Qatar. With that, we conclude the morning bulletin of news.